around the place. I know a lot of Wigan St Pat's lads who speak very highly of him.
Well, the Wigan St Patrick's team, they line up with Tyler Spence at fullback, Harry Warburton, Luke Warburton on one flank. They're not related. Danny Riding and Afiz Oderinda is really quick on the other flank. Connor Taylor, Joey Hyam in the halfbacks. Then Jamie Bristow, Phil Glover and Kieran Harrison, a strong front row that. Brad Story, then Joey Meninga, Miles Mann, and then Ryan Braddock. And that's Ryan Braddock on loose forward. John Ellis is the coach. And then Thatto Heath, Corey Lee at fullback, Aaron Dancer, Sean Lester, Liam Tatlock and Niall Allen. Jack Jones, one to look out for at half-back alongside Chris Frodsham. It's Adam Hesketh, Lewis Foster, Matty Norton. And then the rest of the team, I'll give you a little bit. It was actually Adam Prendergast, Conor Dwyer and Andy Lee. And we're underway here. And it's Thatto Heath in the red shirts. And it's the black shirts with little green flashes of Wigan St Patrick's. And if you're wondering what's been going on here today, well, there's been a big festival of sport. The Royal Marines have been down to play a game against St Pat's second team a little bit earlier on, and they've got plenty of people down here for that event, and the fact there's bouncy castles, beer tents, which is very popular surprisingly, and of course you can get yourself some food along the way. So plenty of people have been down here, and they've been down here for a long day already as we've got this kick here. But it's St Patrick's taking that ball in, looking to get some movement with Glover, and in the end the kick on the last charge down. I think it's put down by Connor Taylor, and in the end it bounces downfield, taken nicely by Corey Lee, the full-back for Thatto Heath, and a chance for that to come away, Paul Wood.
Yeah, it was a good start from St Pat's, exactly what John Ellis would have wanted. He's talked about on completing the sets, and you know they're in the right position of the field, and they're going to make Thatto Heath work really hard here to come out of the half.
There's a big rivalry, isn't there? Because of course Wigan being Wigan St Patrick's and Thatto Heath being St Helens, it's that Wigan Saints rivalry again.
Yeah, of course it is, and you know, great tackle there, great technique, nice and safe, and that's what we want to see.
And the referee, by the way, is Aaron Moore, and the two touch judges are Stuart Fraser and Tara Jones. But it's Thatto on this left side. They're the team who looking to take it away. Niall Allen a little bit of a dash, wanted a bit of room. Leon Tatlock is his centre, wearing number 17. Lee again, little dart down his side from Dwyer, and in the end he turns it inside, but it's Luke Warburton who comes up with that one.
Yeah, I think with Thatto Heath today, I think you know, as I said in the build-up, the league position doesn't, you know, truly reflect how good of a team they are, and I think if they do that, they're throwing the ball away and Pat's the first one on it, they're going to put themselves in a tricky position all game.
Well, Tyler Spence, the full-back for St Patrick's, he's a lad who played for the England team in the Commonwealth Games, the England under-23s. He was there along with Danny Riding, number 4 on the St Pat's team, and both those players enjoyed the spell in Brisbane. In the end, I think it was Australia that won it. But again, the possession with Connor Taylor. St Pat's trying to take it forward. Lovely sunny afternoon, really hot, just what we need.
Absolutely fabulous. This is what we want to see. Sun shining, summer rugby looks like it's finally here. It's been a tough 7 weeks to start with, but yeah, we finally got the conditions we want.
Well, there you go. 4 young lads, they're all ready for the sun. Oh, they got the sun cream on. Certainly they're enjoying the day. That's just what should be. They're sat on top of one of the dugouts there, I think.
There's a canal at the back of there. I bet they've been swimming in that.
Oh dear me. 20 metres out then, it's going to be Thatto Heath to take this forward. And you know, when you consider some of the games we've had here, the rain at Rochdale Mayfield for the game against Egremont, and then at Castleford Loch Lane their game against Featherstone Lions when it was a blizzard, blowing a blizzard.
Absolutely, you know, there's a massive contrast in weather conditions that we've seen over the previous weeks. And you know, hopefully that'll change some of the style of play that we've been seeing, and we'll see a little bit more of an expansive game of rugby. Well,
I think what they've agreed here with the referee, that they will be taking a lot of opportunities to get some water inside them. Here's the replacements. Wigan St Patrick's, they've got Joe Pryor back after injury, Mick Scrivens, Andy Hyam and Anthony Hutton, and Thatto Heath they've got Sean Kenny, who played Super League with Salford, Mike Stark, Nathan Ainsworth and Brad Ashurst. From their own 20-metre mark, it's the ball taken in by Thatto Heath, looking to make some good headway with Hesketh. Now the second row man, Prendergast, as they take it forward. Looking for some just to soften each other up, I think, in these early stages, Paul.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of nervousness, to be fair, like around the game, and certainly with the coaches. I know that thatto, they do like to throw the ball away, throw the ball about, sorry, but they threw it away. Though that's what they're going to have to watch. As I said, they're going to have to watch that. They're not putting too much ball down, and Pat's the first one on it, but they are looking dangerous, the two teams.
Well, Tatlock's there. Norton's was the man to out, but he's gone on the outside. Corey Lee, he's really caught them out. It looks like he's going to go in. What a solo try, and Corey Lee is in for thatto Heath, and Wigan St Pat's caught napping at the play of the ball. A sensational try. It's St Pat's 0, thatto Heath 4.
Absolutely, St Pat's there just totally switched off, straight down the blind side, and there was just nobody in front of him. I thought that was a great try. It took some finishing. He showed a lot of strength and power there, did Corey Lee. A great finish.
Well, that is not what they wanted at all on that, but in the end, that's an opportunity for us, though, to have a little short break.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect.
So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian? Could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigold.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you birds to it.
In a way, it's all a matter of time. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you.
Lloyds Bank, by your side.
Lunch?
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. I fancy the New York stack.
What's that?
2 beef burgers. Bacon, chunky coleslaw, pickles, cheese. All in a soft sesame seed bagel.
Slam dunk.
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the classic New York stack. Available until Tuesday.
Let's talk breakdown cover. Now there's some stuff you should know. Unlike the AA, Green Flag won't charge extra if you need specialist lifting equipment out of here, there, or this. Yep, they're extras. At Green Flag, we've put an end to all that. With our smart network, you get award-winning breakdown cover that covers you when you break down. We'll even half your AA or RAC renewal quote. Green Flag, common sense to the rescue.
Hey, Leo, how about Meerkat movies tonight? Hello, Leo? Leo? What did Bruce say?
Painting his nails.
Denzel?
Salsa dancing.
Brad?
Ironing his socks.
Why everybody in Hollywood so busy? Of course, George. I'm pulling your tail, Sergey. Let's go.
Yes.
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets with Meerkat Movies. Only for customers of comparethemarket.com.
What did you choose to teach?
Morning, ladies. How are we doing this morning?
Je me réveille.
Fantastic.
You may begin now.
Rishik is just going to have to be really brave.
Oui, no, almost.
There's a sneaky little multiply sign in there.
I know that you can do it.
Excellent, Rishik. That's why I choose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search Apply to Teach.
From thatto heath, we're going to have a look at that in a moment, but here we go with a conversion, and it's just a little bit out on that left-hand side, but nice strike, and in the end it flags are both up. At first it looked like it wasn't going to be, so it's thatto heath leading by 6 points to 0 with that conversion, and they'll be delighted to have got that one in.
Yeah, certainly. I just hope here that you know, the edge don't go down too early with Wigan St Pat's. That's a great try though. Nobody in front of him. St Pat's will be disappointed when they look back at that. That should never be happening. But like I say, showed some strength there to finish that try off.
Well, Tyler Spence won't be happy with the way he didn't manage to stop his man, I don't think.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you've got to stop your opposite number, but I just hope that St Pat's edge don't go down here. You know, they're in a difficult position because of where they are in the league table, so I'm hoping that, you know, the Reds are open and they keep themselves into this game, but they're going to have to defend better than that.
Well, that's Matty Norton taking it in, the number 15. He was one of the men to watch from thatto heath. We've got Joey Meninga, number 12 from St Pat's. But what a great ball out there on this left side to Allen, as Allen is taken eventually. But St Pat's, you mentioned it before, Paul Wood, they give plenty of air, and that's just what they're doing.
Yeah, and looking at St Pat's here, they're making some good initial contact, but they're just bumping off the tackle. You know, and they're going to have to be more dominant around that area. They're making too many yards, thatto heath.
Frodsham puts the kick downfield. Spence takes it, but that's his own try line. A little bit of a step, nice little jink and a run, and now he's trying to force his way through the middle. But a big tackle from Sean Lester, but not a bad clearing run from the fullback.
No, not bad, but that is great defence from thatto heath. That's what you want from your centre, a big kick chase and then a first dominant tackle, and that, you know, hopefully they'll keep on pinning that earth now for thatto heath.
Well, there's a bit of a run from Hafiz Odorinde, and he really is a speed merchant on that wing for Wigan St Patrick's. But these two teams taking it in, both play in the Premier Division. This is a Premier Division game in the Kingston Press National Conference League, and at the moment this ball is being taken in by the Wigan St Patrick's side with an all-black kit with the green flashings.
Just a little bit too one-dimensional St Pat's there in a yardage. I'd like them to see a little bit more width around the look.
Oh. Well, how unlucky for St Pat's and how lucky for thatto heath was that. The ball bounced wickedly. He two-kicked. I mean, when you look at this, Woody, you don't expect this, do you? The ball bounces, he gets there, puts the kick that should have took him through, and somehow or other, Corey Lee charges it down.
Yeah, I mean, fortune favours the brave, doesn't it? You've got to put yourselves into the position. Whoever gets himself around the ball and gets themselves on it first, you know, you've just got to work hard and constantly keep switched on, but penalty there, and that's not what they want to be giving away there, St Pat's.
Well, that was offside, wasn't it? So an opportunity to take it down. And again, as you've seen on so many of the games in the Kingston Press, local rules do allow just a 10-metre take on a penalty. There's a canal down the side of this ground. Most of them seem to have a canal down the side, don't they?
Yeah, the Leeds-Liverpool canal runs down the side of many rugby clubs in Wigan.
And that was a quick take, and it looks like a bit of an opportunity as Foster's trying to force his way through, then finds Andy Lee.
Great little player is Lewis Foster. Was at the Leeds Centurions when I was on the coaching staff, and nice footballer. He'll get him round the park.
Oh, quick hands. Ingles, Hafiz Odorinde. Is there a knock on there, though, I think?
Yeah, I mean, he had to come in there in defence. He made the right decision. They're just going to have to defend hard here, St Pat's. They're going to... Someone has taken a leak there near the dugout.
Well, here we are. We're seeing the try again. Corey Lee taking it down that left-hand side, and you know, really three defenders around him. I don't think John Ellis will be best impressed.
No, especially that early in the game. You know what I mean? There's no fatigue though. You know, if we was looking at the 70th minute or, you know, the 75th minute, fair enough. We could use fatigue as an excuse, but not that early in the game, mate. That's just switching off.
Well, this would be a blow if Odorinde is injured. I wonder where they've parked the motorbike, those two lads.
I'll tell you what, he's a big lad.
He is indeed. I bet it's a very nice bike. But as you can see, Odorinde injured there, just to the back of the pitch, and Yeah, it'd be a blow if he's lost because he's really quick.
Yeah, it's not a great start for St. Pat's, but that's one player they certainly don't want to be losing. He's a big, strong lad. He's fast out wide, and it's what you want from your wingers. And he's one of those players who does get you on the front foot early. So if he goes off, that'll be a massive blow. That.
Well, we've plenty of crowd here, soaking up the sun at Clarrington Park, Wigan. Home of Wigan St. Pat's, a club that was formed in 1910, and past players, Chris Radlinski, Ian Lenigan, the chairman of Wigan Warriors, apparently.
Yeah, it's a very famous club, Wigan St. Pat's. It's a very big rival with my old amateur club, Inch Rosebridge. But yeah, it's probably the biggest amateur club in Wigan, I'd have to say.
Well, Sean Lester is the man just tackled. Again, Foster puts it to his right, looking for the way through with Andy Lee. That's spelt differently to the fullback, Corey Lee. And there we go. Woody.
Looks like you, that, Trevor. You were dribbling like that earlier when you needed a drink, didn't you?
We're needing one now, I think. We've got another penalty, a second penalty to Thatto. And they're going to have to take the ball back to the 10-metre. And Foster plays it, moves it in for the run from Hesketh, and Hesketh tries to spin out of the defence that comes in from Story.
Like a knock on there from the thatto. Have they got away with that?
Well, no, I think the touch judge has told them, and he's pretty pleased with that. The big hit that came in, I think, was it Connor Taylor? Oh no, it's the number 16, Andy Hyam, on the field of play very early on.
Well done from Wigan St. Pat's there, because they could have quite easily folded. They had quite a lot going against them. A man went down injured. They've had to defend a couple of sets there back to back, and they've manned up, forced the error, and now they've got a chance of getting off the try line and get Thatto back down into their own half.
A nice big crowd as well watching this game down that particular sideline.
Yeah, they always do. Wigan St. Pat's, they always have a good following.
Well, it's St. Patrick's at the moment. They could do with something to give the fans something to cheer, a try maybe, but at the moment, Thatto Heath certainly the side deserving this. Last season's champion, spilled ball, and in the end, it's hacked on, and no advantage, and it will go back for the scrum down. You know, it's funny, isn't it? A couple of weeks ago, everybody was covered in mud. Here they are now, the pitch is rock hard, and they've seen one or two not that keen to get on it.
Do you know what? As well, the weather is the best we've seen it, and we've probably seen more drop ball in the opening 10 minutes of this match than we have of any game, you know, so that's quite disappointing. I just think there's a concentration and a little bit of pressure on the guys. He's your training partner then, wasn't he, Trevor?
Well, you run training courses. Ball taken on that side then with Leicester, and it's Thatto looking for a second score. 6-0 their lead, that try from Corey Lee, the fullback. Working it hard here with Prendergast. And again, they're about 5 metres out from that St. Patrick's try line. It's very close. Foster puts it out to Frodsham, turns it back inside to Norton, and Norton looking to force his way over. And in the end, I think he's lost the ball under the defence of St. Pat's, and Norton ever so close. He's really getting through a lot of work, Matty Norton.
Yeah, he was the one to watch from Richard Owen, the Thatto Weave coach, and he said he runs at 100 mile an hour, gives 100% every game, and he's a powerhouse, isn't he? He looked really strong there near the line.
Well, there's the coaching Richard Owen alongside with his assistant Richard with the glasses on.
Doesn't seem right seeing him on that side of the dugout.
Well, he was at Wigan St. Patrick's for many years, wasn't he, as a player?
As a player and a coach, and he did a really good job down here.
Well, here's Oderinder. At least he looks like he's got a bit more running in him now.
Yeah, he looks like he's recovered quite well, though.
There you go.
Magic Sponge has done its trick.
Very proud club, Wigan St. Patrick's, over 100 years old, of course. 1910 it was formed, and so many past Wigan players all come from here.
There's been many players who have signed professional contracts from this club. I think probably they've produced more professional players than any other club in Wigan, I would say.
Well, I was reading a stat that said when Wigan won the grand final a couple of years, 2 years ago, when they beat Warrington, might be a painful memory for you, and you left Warrington then, I think. Yeah, I think you had, didn't you, Woody? And anyway, there was 9 Wigan St. Patrick players in the Wigan team that won that day.
Yeah, they do provide a good system down here, and Wigan do snap them up pretty early. And they bring them through, and, you know, like you said, that conveyor belt just takes them through to grand finals and makes them very successful players.
Well, that ball up to this right side, looking to find some room. Warburton gets it to the other Warburton, to Henry Warburton. Puts a kick in. Oh, Lee almost missed it. Good chase, though, by Harry Warburton, I should say. Harry Warburton on the pursuit, and Harry number 2, Luke number 3. They're not related, but got the same surnames.
They're at the right end of the field though now, Wigan St Pat's. They've been pinned on the loan, in the loan half for the last 5 minutes, so they're in a good position here. They just need a big defensive set, no penalties, and then big kick pressure, trying to get the ball back in a good position.
These two sides, a glorious sunny day, nice crowd down that far side. Norton has got the ball somehow or other. He's managed to come away and take it up to the Wigan 40.
I think that Richard Owen has definitely had a word with the thatto Heath team. They do seem to be attacking that short side down Wigan St Pat's right side, although they're going down the left here, but the right side does seem to be a dominant attacking side for them.
Well, the possession is with Thatto. They're in the red shirts. A little kick stabbed through by Jack Jones, and not possibly his best kick. I don't think he'll be too impressed, but at least, as far as Thatto is concerned, they're keeping St Pat's pinned down inside their own 20.
Oh, nice little run there, nice jinking run.
That was Spence.
Big, quick play the ball here. Same again, he's just a little bit too one-dimensional here, Wigan St Pat's.
Well, Bristol, I think it was, who played that. They're moving out the last side. Glover looking to get it Harrison. Just been 3 penalties so far, but as I speak, I just suspected they were going offside. Referee Aaron Moore, well, his brother Liam is a Super League referee, so trying to keep following the family's footsteps.
Yeah, and he's not doing a bad job so far. I think he's reffing the game really well. First penalty that they've conceded there, thatto Heath. So see if Wigan St Pat's can get into a good position here and try and get on the scoreboard. I think it'll make it into an exciting game now for the second, coming into the second 20 minutes.
I think they're all looking for a little bit of shade on this hot day. 21, 22 degrees here at Wigan, and again it's with St Patrick's that maybe weathered a bit of a storm early on from Thatto Heath, conceded that try from Corey Lee, but now defending centre field. I think of Glover again, little dash this side, bringing them in on this right flank, in to Spence. Spence back inside, leading the way to Warburton, and a nice little try in the end. Shoots over from Joe Hyam, and St Pat's first real attack get a score. It's Wigan 4, Wigan St Pat's 4, Thatto Heath 6.
Yeah, fantastic try there from Wigan St Pat's. Joseph Hyam there going over the line, but it was a great play. And
right, well, a great try, that more from Paul Wood in a minute. Well, let's take a commercial break.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh no.
Perfect.
So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian, could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigolds.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you 11 birds to it.
Let's talk breakdown cover. Now there's some stuff you should know. Unlike the AA, Green Flag won't charge extra if you need specialist lifting equipment out of here, there, or this. Yep, they're extras. At Green Flag, we've put an end to all that. With our smart network, you get award-winning breakdown cover that covers you when you break down. We'll even half your AA or RAC renewal quote. Green Flag, common sense to the rescue.
Hey, Leo, how about Meerkat movies tonight? Hello, Leo? Leo? What did Bruce say?
Painting his nails.
Benzo?
Salsa dancing.
Brad?
Ironing his socks.
Why everybody in Hollywood so busy? Of course, George. I'm pulling your tail, Sergey. Let's go.
Yes.
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets with Meerkat Movies. Only for customers of comparethemarket.com.
Why did you choose to teach?
Salut. Bonjour.
What makes fireworks different colours?
Right, we're going to increase the pressure.
Be bold, show courage, have a go.
Je m'habille. What does it mean?
So what do we think? You were right the first time.
Super, 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 super. Shrink. And that's why I chose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search Apply to Teach.
Well, we're here back at Clarendon Park. We've got the opportunity here for Harry Warburton to actually level the scores here with this kick. It's out to the right-hand side of the post, and the try from Joe Hyam, neatly worked try. We'll have a look at that again in a minute, but here we've got this kick to come in, and he's been running well, certainly enthusiastic. Oh, he's pulled that one wide of the mark, and the two flags keep the kept down. So it's Wigan St Pat's 4, thatto Heath 6, and here we are.
Yeah, big lead runner there from Joey Meninga. He attracted the defenders, and then Joseph Hyam back on the inside, and great try.
Well,
Warburton there straight through the gap, and a good vision to see Joseph Hyam on the inside there.
Well, here looking at them
good
again.
Line. Bad defence there from thatto Heath.
They'll be disappointed, do you think, with that?
Oh, they'll be very disappointed with that.
Well, at least it's a try for each side, and therefore both sets of fans have had something to cheer on here. 20 minutes of the game gone very hot out there. These two sides, there is a capability at this level of rugby league if they wanted to split it into 4 quarters on particularly hot days, but they made a stern stuff in Wigan and St Helens, and they've decided that, you know, it's not hot enough this yet.
No, certainly not hot enough this.
So, at the moment. So the ball again with St Patrick's, they're looking to pull them back. And these guys look like they're enjoying themselves, or have been.
I think they may have had a few though, Trevor.
You can say that, you're big enough to take care of yourself. Out it goes to that left-hand side. Looking for some way through. A little that dummy. They keep going again with Taylor. Running strong. Looks to slip it out.
Much better from Wigan St Patrick's. You know, there's bodies in motion, people going at the line. It just gives you know, the players to use that show and go option. Get them on the front foot. They're looking a little bit more dominant now, Wigan St Patrick's.
Well, Glover, the man in there, and Hyam, the try scorer, decides to put the kick. It's taken by Lee, the fullback. So he gets rid of Oderinda, but he turns into more trouble. But that's the 10-metre line. That's a decent place to finish.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Joseph Hyam's being very dominant. He's doing a lot of the kicking. You know, and he's finishing in the right position.
Well, you can see there that the fans getting behind Wigan St Pat's are delighted to see the thatto Heath guy going to touch, albeit he's given the penalty away. So that's 3-2 penalties in favour of thatto Heath. Playing that right side. These two again, we've been playing 20-odd minutes, and we've got a really close game here again.
Yeah, it has. I feared a little bit in the first 5 minutes. I thought thatto were going to run away with it, but St Pat's, I think they were just a little bit startled to start with, and they seem to have got the game together.
Well, there's been a number of games played in the National Conference League today. Not as many as usual, though, because it is a bank holiday weekend, and it's generally used for back fixtures. And this game, Wigan and St Pat's and thatto Heath, was scheduled to be the very first game that we're going to show on Rugby AM Live Rugby League. But in fact, the weather came down, the snow was surrounded everywhere, and there was every game got called off bar one.
This is the thatto Heath left side here, where they have been very dominant in the early parts of the game, and they look like they could go in here.
Well, Tatlock managed to get it out to Allen, but good defence in the end from St Pat's, but they're only about 10 metres away from that try line. As they go left to right, Frodsham again brings in Jones, and then the runners from Prendergast out to that right side, looking to try and force the way through with Leicester. He'll play it. In they come again, across to Frodsham. Looks to put that kick over the top. It's it's come from somewhere, and in the end, I think it's a bit of a knock-on, and it's going to be handover to Wigan St Patrick's. Just what they needed. Here we go, have a look at this again.
Yeah, nice little chip over there towards the winger. Yeah, hit the back of his head there, it looked like. But I think, again, going back to the initial break from Thatto Heath, it seems to be a dominant side for them. The Thatto Heath's left side attacking St Pat's right side. They're making loads of yardage. I don't see why they don't keep attacking down that side for the full game. I think they'll have a lot of positive stuff if they do that.
And to be honest, when we've been watching this, the danger from St Pat's flank has come from Luke Warburton and Harry Warburton, as much as they're up directly against Liam Tatlock and Niall Allen. So a right battle, really.
Yeah, it's a very good battle in the attacking front. I think defensively, they just both sides really just need to pick up and be a little bit more committed.
Well, at the moment then, it's taken in by Meninga. You wouldn't have thought you'd be hearing that, would you, on a Kingston Press National Conference League game? Taken in by Meninga. Joey Meninga, the nephew, is it? The
nephew of Mal Meninga.
The legend.
Absolute legend, yeah.
So, again, the ball out of that left side. If anybody was tuning in a little bit earlier and expecting to see Alex Simmons, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, Kevin Brown, all of them unfortunately stuck on the M60, where there's been a horrendous incident where the motorway's been closed for a long spell, and the three of them somewhere or other along that length, and presumably watching on their iPhones.
Yeah, they're all stuck on the M62, the dreaded M62. Once there's one collision, that's it. It seems to just shut down. But unfortunately, they can't get here, so me and you, Trevor,
I know.
filling in.
Whilst the cat's away, we're having a great time, aren't we, Woody?
Exactly. We're loving it.
We do exactly what we want on this now. At the moment, then, the possession, again, taken in by St Patrick's, looking to force the way through, trying to find the way upfield. Harrison was the man who took it in, looking again to get that ball away with Taylor. He works hard, Taylor. Considering he's put down as a standoff, he's actually playing more like a front row or a second row forward, really.
Yeah, and St Pat's are looking on the front foot at the minute. The momentum's just changed a little bit into their favour, and they seem to just be breaking a few tackles. Here's Meninga now, big Meninga looking for that big handoff. Look at the leg drive.
Well, that was a pretty powerful drive, considering he got two players around him. Ball comes quickly back. It's the kick. I think is that Joe Pryor on the field now. The kick bounces wickedly. There's got to be an opportunity here as St Pat's take it. Harry Warburton eventually takes it, just about stays in the field of play, puts it back to Luke, and that, I have to say, wasn't the best of plays really on that, but it was the handover, so whichever way he did, he couldn't have won on that.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but I don't think they'll be too disappointed finishing up there. And again, they just need to go to a big defensive set here, Wigan St Pat's. Try and force an error. I think if they force an error, they put themselves in a really good position to score a try, because when they've been in Thatto Heath's 20 metres, they've scored. So hopefully they can get another try on the score sheet.
Well, a glorious day at Wigan today. Wigan St Patrick's against thatto Heath at Clarrington Park. A try from Corey Lee on 4 minutes, and gold by, I think it was Leo Golding. And then on 17 minutes, Joe Hyam went in for a try, but it wasn't able to be goaled by Harry Warburton. And that means that at the moment, St Patrick's are 4, thatto Heath is 6, and St Patrick's 1 win in 7, thatto Heath 3 in 6, although thatto Heath last year's champions. And in the Conference League, the NCL, they actually do play a top 6 playoffs, so that's the place to get, and then you can go on and hopefully have a crack at getting into the grand final.
Just made a few changes there, Thatto Heath in the middle of the field. Big Brad Ashester's come on, so they've added a bit of size there, so expect some big storming runs coming from him down that middle.
Well, looks like they lost the ball, just about kept hold of it, Leicester. A little scoot and dart to the far side, trying to get Andy Lee through the gap. They've got number 14 on Sean Kenny. Well, as we said, he played Super League with Salford.
A lot of experience, Kenny. They've got a lot of experience in that hooker position, and I think that'll be a big strength for Thatto Heath today.
Well, they've got Tatlock just tackled then, and then the dart from dummy half by Kenny. Tries to slip the ball to supporting forward. He's really quick, isn't he? And the referee, what's he saying here then? He's not got the try. I don't think he's given the try. He's given a lost ball. There we are. He's enjoying himself. Nice little wave. So that was the last tackle. The one thing from Thatto, when you see that they've got Lewis Foster and they've got Sean Kenny at hooking rolls, it seems like if you don't have them both on the field at the same time, it might be a bit of a waste in some respects.
Yeah, there's a lot of experience there, Kenny and Foster. Certainly both great hookers. Once you're on the front foot with those two around that ruck area, they'll certainly take you up the field and they'll create opportunities for the halfbacks.
Well, St Patrick's trying to find some way down that left side. Off they go a little scoot again on dummy half from Phil Glover. He works hard. He's another hooker. We've seen some great hooking performances in the coverage that's been given of this National Conference League. Big kick downfield.
He's a good hooker, is Phil Glover. He's been at St Pat's for a number of years now, and he's been one of the top performers throughout the years. Been a little bit more expansive here, Thatto Heath.
Well, again, Thatto looking to bring it away. Relatively penalty-free this game, although, as I said that, I mean, they're lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, can't run without the teeth, as they say. Get that into you. They're coming down this Thatto Heath's left side again. They're making easy yardage every time down this side.
Tatlock, the man who's tackled. Kenny again, putting it inside, looking to find some way through with Prendergast.
If they come back down this left side, they'll score.
And they might have listened to you there, Kenny.
There we are.
There we go, Ashurst. Nice out in the end to this left side as they go with Dwyer. And Dwyer, I think he's got enough steam, has he? No, he puts the ball in the back. And
well done, Joseph Hyam. Absolutely fantastic cover that from Joseph Hyam. He's put himself around the park as the halfback.
He did well there, because it looked everything that's tried in the corner.
Yeah, I know Joe well, and he would not want to make that tackle, but he'll dive on the ball all day.
Well, half an hour gone. I will remind people, though, that the referee is the sole timekeeper. That is just for information purposes, the clock we've got, because in this game, the referee is the only man who is in charge of the time that the game is played. We've had one injury, which might have been to Oda Indy, who might have picked up another there, by the way he's fallen down.
Yeah.
And I think he has. And Oda Indy, well, he's had a couple of minutes time off while they've treated him. He might have another here. Let's have a look at this. What do you make, Paul Wood, of this?
Again, nice play. They're going down that left edge. I think I'd have backed myself there and just tried to get the ball down, but he tried to flick it on the inside again. Joseph Hyam there has gone from one side of the field to the other. First one to the ball, shows massive commitment. So, they're up for this, Wigan St Pat's.
Come on, Woody, you wouldn't have got to that second row. Was it you more down the middle? You weren't you there?
Stepped inside, handed him off.
I watched all your career. I don't see you ever got anywhere
I never did that in my career, ever. I like to think I could have done it.
Oh, I'm sure you could have done, really. Don't worry, by the time you've been retired a couple of years.
Oh, yeah, you get better and better every year you've been retired.
You do. Well, we've got the restart when Under Indy gets himself sorted. He seems to be sorted in somewhere or other. There on the touchline, Adam Hesketh taking a big drink of water. He'll be deserving one. Brad Ashurst is the number 21 for Thatto. The kick downfield, and again they pushed it right down the field, down the park. They're big kicks these, aren't they?
Great kick from Wigan St Patrick's, but what's the chase like? The chase is good. Again, get some of that into you.
Well, they're trying to get themselves away from the danger zone. Niall Allen, the winger. Again, off they go. Kenny looking to bring Ashurst.
Brad Ashurst. Curtain it up the middle. That's it.
Kenny again.
Down the ruck. Dominant there from Sean Kenny.
And again, they go again, looking to turn that back inside. Jones has only slipped it back in field.
For the sake of repeating myself, though, Trevor, this left side again, they're having a lot of success down here.
Well, that was the best
that was
of
a knock-on from St Pat's there.
Yeah, it was Dwyer. Was it a knock-on?
I think so, yeah. Warburton there just seemed to get involved and drop the ball.
We're getting another look at this. Kenny puts him away. Dwyer. Well, I think they're saying that the ref's saying there that the ball was almost given to Warburton and he knocked on, but that seems harsh to me, really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the referee's in a difficult position there. He's just seen it hit the man and come forward, so I suppose he's got no option but to give the knock on.
Yeah.
They've been quite fortunate there, thatto heath, but I'd probably see him getting a try. A bit of fisticuffs in the scrum here.
Oh, that's not fisticuffs. That's not
handbags.
That's just to push his head away. Well, there we go. And the referee, well, now it's getting a bit more towards fisting.
Yeah. The referee's handled it well though. He's stepped in when he's needed to.
Well, Kenny.
thatto heath.
Jones again.
Conor Dwyer there, just dishing it out a little bit in the scrum. Kenny's dominating there around that ruck, telling him where to go. Looks sharp.
He does. And again, he's about 10 metres out as they pick it up with Frodsham to Jones. Out to that side to Lee, and eventually they got him around the collar. I think he used to call that being scragged.
Yeah, that's
years ago.
Being scragged.
And the drive from Prendergast. Thatto a bit. They weathered that Wigan storm really, and here they are in this 10 minutes. They seem to be the side dominating, and they get another penalty. So that's 4-2 the penalties in favour of Thatto Heath. And again, what they got to do here? Move it to your left side?
I think that left side again, you know, they're having a lot of success down this edge. I think they should have gone out the back there. There's a try gone begging for me in that position.
Well, they're screaming again.
They look very frantic there on the line. Wigan St Pat's. Here he is, the big man.
He's on his back.
Brad Ashurst.
No,
done well to hold him up there.
He's tackled short. Kenny again. Whips it wide. Jones. Prendergast out on that side to Lee, and a nice try from Dancer in at the corner. Well, he had all the moves there, didn't he, to go in for that one, Dancer. What a try.
Yeah,
Thatto leading 10-4.
Outstanding piece of rugby there. You know, they did well there, Wigan St Pat's. He held Brad Ashurst up there, right near the line, but it was just a bit too much. I think because he's a big guy, he just dragged that defence in, and they managed to get him on that Wigan St Pat's left-hand side.
Well, he's the repeat player, would he? So, you know, where's the key moments of this?
I think this big long ball is the one that gets him here. And just nice, just sucks the defence in. Again, I think Brad Ashurst is just that big of a guy. He just attracts defenders, and it just leaves them short out wide. Nice long balls out there. It's created the overlap.
I think there was about 5 players sucked in around Ashurst under the sticks, wasn't there?
That's the advantage of having these big guys, is that they do draw defenders in, and it makes it harder for your defenders out wide to defend.
Well, here we go. It's going to be Jones who's going to kick at goal. It's out wide. He struck it well, but in the end it's right across the face of goal. So Jones misses that. So it's still St Patrick's 4, Thatto Heath 10. So here we go, looking at it again. You mentioned about Ashurst's drive in the main, but they were all sucked in and having to get across. And just in the background, we saw Tara Jones, female touch judge on the far side. As Richard Owen, he's the coach of Thatto Heath, and they've all been having a good little bit of a water break. We're just ready to get on with the game here.
Had a good coaching career as Richard Owen. You know, he did really well with Wigan St Pat's, and he's doing really well with Thatto Heath. His first season, and they won the grand final, second in the league. Just this year, a little bit of inconsistency through loss of players, but a great coach, Richard Owen.
He's also the coach of the Great Britain Community Lions, and of course when Rugby AM staged the War of the Roses game between the House of York and the House of Lancaster versus Yorkshire, that's at Castleford on the 23rd of June. Well, Richard Owen will be looking at players on both sides there towards his Community Lions selections, or to help him along with them.
Yeah, he's involved there in the international game. He'll have a keen eye watching all the players there in the Lancashire and Yorkshire. Should be a good day, that one. The legend game taking place as well. I think I'm lacing the boots up again for that.
Are you playing out? You're playing for Lancaster?
Oh yeah, I'll be playing for Lancashire.
Well, they've lost the ball, Thatto. Is there a hand in there? Oh no, it's just a knockdown. So Here we are, plenty of people enjoying themselves here. There's the tent. Oh, yeah,
that's unusual in Wigan. La Catalan.
Yeah, Catalan shirts. Nice to see the French over here watching this match. Anyway, it's a scrum down, and it's going to be St Patrick's to feed the ball. We're heading towards the half-time whistle here in this game. The Kingston Press National Conference League, and of course St Patrick's with Rhino and Arnold Clark heavily sponsoring their team. Arnold Clark, of course, on the thatto Heath shirts as well. These two sides locked in combat. Still anybody's game, 10-4. Only a converted try between them. Connor Taylor takes it in again, as Thatto looking to defend, and St Pat's looking to get themselves on equal pegging. Big charge out to this right side. Quick hands from Joe Hyam, brings it in to Spence, gets it wide to Warburton. Warburton, nice little step out on that right flank.
Nice rugby that from Wigan St Pat's.
Glover here, across to Hyam. Dummies once, twice, gets it out to Harrison. And in the end, he turns, he can't get that ball away. But that's the post, they're about 8 metres out. Again, they move it to that left side. Quick little start. Oh, not the best of kicks, sadly, from Joe Pryor. And in the end, it's a disappointing end to a promising attack.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it was a great set from Wigan St Pat's, and just let down by that kick. I think, for me, Joseph Hyam, Wigan St Pat's, he's putting himself all over the field, but if you just watch him in the background, so dominant in where he wants his players to get to. I think he's having a great game. Here he is, number 7. He just needs sort this the right hand side out. They're making a lot of yards, as I've said previously, Thatto Heath, when they attack that side.
Well, he's done that. We're into add-on time here. But a couple of injuries to Odorindi, the winger for St Pat's, but maybe that's a couple of minutes. Ball out, hand in there.
Strong one again.
That's a penalty. Well, I mean, and then he gets another match, another 10 for saying something out of town. There they are. They're enjoying themselves in the shade.
Love the rugby, these St Pat's supporters. Love the rugby.
Well, St Pat's, I hope they don't rue this. A little bit of getting carried away with the frustrations, because I thought it was a penalty. The hand was in there all the way. Tatlock takes it in. St Pat's don't want to concede anymore.
Tatlock into. He's strong lad, Leon Tatlock.
Kenny then. Across they go with Frodsham, Ashurst coming in.
The big guy. Can't put him down.
Kenny. Out of that
nice
side. Oh, Jones again.
Good
big
tackle.
Ah, that was a good hit.
It was.
Again, the pressure is all on St Pat's here. They're going to have to defend on the line. That clock ticking on. Kenny turns in for Ashurst.
Big guy.
Is he on his back?
Well done, Wigan St Pat's.
Well, I thought he'd rolled over and got it down, but he managed to look at that though. It's like a bowling ball taking down 3 skittles there, doesn't he?
I won't like stop him.
No, definitely not.
I don't like be paying for his food bill.
Well, that's it. And one of those players who put his body on the line took a bit of a knock. Magic Sponge will be on shortly. And again, here we look at this inside, and you know, they did well, didn't they, to stop him?
They did. He's a big, strong lad.
Here they go, left side with Dwyer. And, well,
there's
the referee.
The handover.
Yeah, so they've done well.
Yeah, they've done well, though. Wigan St Pat's really defended really well, though. But again, Thatto Heath, they won't be too disappointed finishing in that position.
Well, we got the view down the touchline there. And again, we just got a case of everybody just soaking up the sun, enjoying some of the brewery products on sale here. And there goes the half-time whistle. Not a bad first half. More on that a little bit later with a half-time score between these two sides. A try from Lee on 4 minutes with Thatto Heath. Then Joe Hyam managed to get it on the scoreboard for Wigan St Patrick's, but a try 5 minutes or so from the break by Dancer has made that it's a converted try between the two teams. Half-time score, Wigan St Patrick's 4, Thatto Heath Crusaders 10.
Morning.
You alright? I've got yours right here. That's it. There you go, love.
Lovely, thanks very much.
Good luck, see you later.
Excuse me.
Sorry, love. I'm all out.
We need nearly 700 new donors every day just to keep the country going. Bleed for the things that matter to us all.
David and Goliath, a prequel.
Guess what you did last night? You insulted Goliath.
The giant.
David, you can't call people giants.
David!
Josiah, hand me my spear.
Maceo broke it.
How about a sling?
Energy beats everything.
Follow the rabbit to unforgettable live music nationwide with priority tickets. So, are you coming?
Whatever your story, this is a great place to start. Premier Inn.
Lunch? Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. I fancy the New York stack.
What's that?
2 beef burgers. Bacon, chunky coleslaw, pickles, cheese. All in a soft sesame seed bagel.
Slam dunk.
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the classic New York stack. Available until Tuesday.
In a way, it's all a matter of time. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you.
Lloyd's Bank, by your side.
Well, here we are back at Clarrington Park, home of Wigan St Patrick's. They're taking on thatto Heath Crusaders in the Kingston Press National Conference League Premier Division. A glorious afternoon, and the two teams running off the field at the end of the game, wanting to get into the dressing sheds, maybe to get into the shade a little bit. But we see teams go off the field at half-time in these competitions, but never running off, do they?
No, they must. John Ellis there must be in a bad mood, telling them get in the changing rooms. He must have a lot to say. But like you say, in an amateur game, thatto are just taking the time, they're nice and relaxed. But they normally do stay out at half time, don't they, at the amateur games? But they've decided to go in. It must be the hot weather. Get the fluids into them, get ready for the second half.
Well, we've had 3 tries in the first period. All well worked. Here's the first of them. This is for thatto Heath.
Switched off massively there, didn't they, St Pat's, and so early in the game as well. That's disappointing. They just must have been a little bit startled at the first start of the match, but I thought that was great strength to finish at. Took some finishing that from the fullback Corey Lee.
He did, didn't he? And even when they came across, I mean, he caught one a little bit high there, but he shrugged, he went.
Nothing up with that, Trevor.
I bet you still got bruising on your forearm. Ball here. This is the second one, thatto Heath.
Yeah, again, nice rugby there. I thought great line from Warburton. Again, Joseph Iam there. He's been all over the field for me. I think, if I was to pick a man of the match now, he'd be it, because, again, it's what he does off the ball here, supporting, putting himself into those positions. He's played exceptionally well. Great try. Look at the enthusiasm there from Joe Iam. I love it.
Well, what about this third try, though? This is the one that really has separated the teams a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, we spoke about it as it happened. Brad Ashurst there just pulling the defenders in and just leaving St Pat's short there on that left edge of theirs.
And when you consider it overall, that was a pretty easy score at the end, wasn't it? Very nice indeed for the winger, Dan, so he didn't have to do a lot, did he?
Nah, he didn't do a lot. He just, all he had to do was put the ball down. There wasn't a finger laid on him, so I suppose Wigan St Pat's will be disappointed with that, but you know, the game plan there would have been send Brad Ashurst through the middle, suck the defenders in, and you know, spread it out wide, and it worked perfectly for them.
Well, we've got some up-and-coming games on Free Sports in National Conference League. Well, there we are. That's where we are today. Premier on the May the 5th. It's Wigan St Pat's against thatto Heath, and then the Premier Division again on May 12th. Siddle against Underbank. And then on the 26th of May, nothing on the 19th of May, it's Magic Weekend down at Newcastle when all the Super League teams play. And we've not got anything on that day, but we're back on May the 26th when we've got Hunslet Club Parkside, who are unbeaten so far against Mighton Warriors. The following week up in Cumbria, Kells against Egremont Rangers, the big Cumbria derby. Then Lee Miners against Milford Marlins. Those two sides are hoping they will be in the mix for promotion out of Division 1. Then Mighton against West Hull. We're back in the Premier Division on June 16th. And the War of the Roses, June 23rd, the double header. We have Lancashire against Yorkshire, and we have the Legends game in which Paul Woods, alongside of me, is going to put your boots on and turn out again.
Yeah, it's
Who else is in your team, Paul?
Well, it's part of Adrian Morley's testimonial game and Michael Shenton's testimonial game, that one. So it's quite a lot of the ex-Super League players putting the boots on Morley. Gareth Ellis has retired, so he's joining it. Rob Burrs is going to be joining it for Yorkshire. Lancashire was struggling a little bit, so we need players. So if anyone's watching, get your boots out. We're that desperate.
It's not that desperate. I've been hearing that you've already got something like 26 players.
Yeah, we've got some great players. Last year we had Sean Long, Tommy Martin, Dennis Betts played last year, John Clark. So there's there's some big names to come out there and showcase the talents. And I tell you what, last year when we was watching it, Tommy Martin, he's still got it. He could still play today. Well,
he was always a classy, underrated player, wasn't he, Tommy Martin? How about these players? They might be interested, or might have to wait a couple of years to get alongside of you.
Well, you know, this is what it's all about. The dream starts somewhere, and hopefully these have got aspirations when they get a little bit older to play the game, and who knows, they could be future Wigan stars. We don't know, do we?
Well, it looks like the two teams are coming out, but the league table in Division 1 as it was at the start of today. Thornhill Trojans up there at the top, Featherstone Lions neck and neck with them, just a slightly inferior scoring average. Then Milford Marlins, Lock Lane, York Acon, Lee Miners down in 6th, and they are the top of our Lancashire representatives. It's dominated by Yorkshire teams.
It is, and do you know what I've realised since I've been involved in the NCL is that Yorkshire is absolutely thriving with rugby league, and they're really, really strong up there. And I always had a bit of a preference to say in Lancashire because I'm a Lancashire lad, but Yorkshire do dominate rugby league at this stage.
Well, they certainly have. They're certainly at this level. There's plenty of teams. There's 50 teams in total in the NCL. There's one from Gateshead, of course. Gateshead Storm is the team, and they're actually playing ever so well. By the way, I have thanks to Peter Longbottom, who's corrected me. I did say it was the Great Britain Community Lions. It's the England Community Lions, of course, which Richard Owen is the head coach for. So we've got that one. We're waiting the two teams to come out onto the field. They usually have about a 10-minute half time, but here we are, the Premier Division as it was. We will get to, there's not been many games played today, and that is because it's a bank holiday weekend. They do take out so this does include and Hunslet 14, Normanton, so it includes the one result and undefeated Hunslet Club Parkside. So Hunslet Club Parkside 14, Normanton Knights 12, and that was the only game played in the Premier League today.
Again, it's dominated by Yorkshire clubs up there, isn't it?
Well, the Egremont Rangers will be chasing you in a minute.
Egremont, obviously, and Wafbury are Cumbrian clubs, but if you look at the majority of the teams there, it is Yorkshire. I said it pre-game, Wigan St Pat's have never been out of the top division. They're the only NCL team to never be out of the top division, so for them to be in the bottom three and to go down would be a travesty for this club.
Well, it certainly would be. I mean, as we've said already, they were formed in 1910. Some of the great players they've had in the team, Andy Gregory, Mike Gregory, all fantastic. The
My
legendary
old coach, who sadly passed away, Paul Derbyshire, played here. There's been Mike Forshaw played here.
Shaun Wayne's an ex-Wigan.
Shaun Wayne, yeah. There's a lot of, you know, Sam Tompkins. There's a lot of current players who have played for Wigan St Pat's. They've probably produced, in the whole of professional rugby league, I would say, the most professional players.
I think you're probably right on that. They're not the oldest. Millom, one of the oldest clubs in rugby league history. But you have to say that these all set, ready to go now, and it's going to be Wigan St Patrick's in the black kit with the green flashing. Thatto Heath finding their place at their own dugout, and they're all ready to get this game underway. 40 minutes or thereabouts of the second half, and it's St Patrick's at 4. Thatto Heath 10. I'm Trevor Hunt. Alongside me is Paul Wood, the former Warrington Halifax Great Britain player, of course, Paul Wood, and famous for so many things in rugby league. At the moment, though, it's Thatto Heath with a possession, and on what you've seen on the first 40 minutes, Paul, do you see Thatto Heath going on to win it, or do you think St Pat's can come back?
Yeah, it's been. I'm not too sure who's going to win it, to be honest. I won't like to make a prediction. I did think pre-game that Thatto Heath were going to dominate. As, you know, as I said, the league table doesn't do them justice. I think they're a better team than where they're sitting. Would be interesting. You know, this is.
Well, here we are
on this side here.
Yeah, and again a bit of pressure. A nice run from Prendergast in the end, but again Jones puts the kick over. It's taken by Tyler Spence, the fullback, and he tries to force his way upfield.
I think if both teams here just keep, you know, the simple rugby, they're looking for the kick there to try and score, but if they shift it left, they've got the ball back, fortunately for them. But if they'd have just shifted it left there was a try all day long. St Pat's were never.
Well, St Pat's making an error. Kenny moving that ball to Dwyer, and Dwyer trying to force his way in again. Tackle on his back. That's about the fourth person who was tackled on his back. I don't know who's. Well, that dog's obviously stepping for something.
Is that dog on the Stella there?
Out they go. Left to the right we go again. They're looking for the way through with Frodsham. Turned it back to Dwyer. Dwyer fends. The ball ricochets off a player, and it's snapped up by St Pat's, who are defensively, you know, they work hard at the defence, don't they? It's ball retention. Oh, Glover's getting a little bit shirty with somebody from Thatto Heath.
One thing you'll always get with Wigan St Pat's is a lot of fight. They're not a team that gives in, and they'll always defend that line ferociously, you know, and that's what they've done. They've had to defend back-to-back sets on quite a number of occasions. They've done really well, and they've managed to win the ball back.
Well, they've got a penalty as well for the moment, and that's 7-3. They've only had 3 penalties, St Patrick's. They've been on the wrong end of that count, although, to be fair, there's not been many in the game. The referee, Aaron Moore, the touch judges, Stuart Fraser and Tara Jones. But St Pat's taking it forward. I mean, 6 points in any game of rugby league is certainly something that can be closed pretty easily once you get ball retention right.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? They do need some ball retention. I'm a bit disappointed with how the game's been in terms of we've got this lovely weather and we haven't seen a lot of expansive rugby.
Well, I think that might be down, mate. You mentioned there's a big pressure on St Patrick's. Who wants to be a member of the team that gets relegated for the first time ever? It was happened to Lee Miners last year. 51 years of history. When they did 49, they won everything. On the 50, they got a grand final, and then on 51, they were relegated. Who wants to be a member of that team?
Yeah, that's true. You know, like we've been speaking about earlier, there's a lot of history behind this club.
Well, again, it's Thatto again. They're the side. They opened strongly in the first period. They look like the
big Brad Ashes there looking for the offload. If Sean Kenny was aware though, he could have maybe just took it off him.
Well, it's Kenny again looking to get it out to Jones, and now Leicester puts the kick to the far side. They're looking for it to bounce. It doesn't, but in the end it's taken, and it means it's going to be a dropout from underneath the post.
Again, I think Thatto, they just took the tough option. They tried to score off the kick, and I think they just should have done that on that edge. They've had a lot of success on the edges. I think they're making it hard for themselves.
Well, that was John Ellis on the shot just before the Wigan St Patrick's coach, and he did say when you interviewed him before the game, Woody, that he knew all about the results and the pressure, and not wanting to be relegated.
Oh yeah, I mean this club, Wigan St Patrick's, there is a lot of pressure on you when you're coaching here. That was a great tackle that from Wigan St Pat's, and they've managed to come up with the ball, force the error on halfway. Fantastic. But yeah, going back to the coaching job at Wigan St Pat's, a lot of pressure. They've got a lot of spectators in that clubhouse who expect big things off them.
Well, funny enough, you know, in years past, not that long ago, Andy Gregory was a coach down here at Wigan St Patrick's, and I used to speak to him regularly about it, and he said, you know, he was surprised just what pressure there was on being a coach of an amateur club as it is.
Yeah, it's again, you know, they do have high expectations here.
Well, again, the ball's moved to left to right, and of course Andy Gregory, one of the legends of the game for Wigan Warriors in Great Britain. Warrington, Leeds.
Joseph Iam again.
Tremendous. There you go, your mate Joseph Iam.
There he is.
Great game. St Pat's looking to take it forward. Connor Taylor, I think he's run well, you know, the number 15.
He has, he's run really well, he's run strong round that ruck. They seem to be targeting round that ruck, Wigan St Pat's, whether that's part of the game plan, what John Ellis, and just a little bit of argy-bargy here.
Well, obviously Connor Taylor with Connor Dwyer, both got the same first name, must be upset with each other because of that.
I think it was just a little bit of pushing and shoving the tackle, and he didn't like it.
Well, let's look at this tackle. It was a well, we're going back. This is the first try that. Oh, we nearly saw that. Well, that was the first try from Corey Lee, and here we are. Let's look at this tackle. In comes the
technique, fantastic.
Nothing illegal about that.
Nah, nice that's textbook. You know, there was nothing dangerous in that. He put him down in a safe position, dipped his shoulder, dipped his legs. That's how you want to teach your kids to tackle.
Well, they're all laughing and smiles now, Connor Dwyer and Connor Taylor, from the 30 seconds ago when they were after a little bit of posturing towards each other. Right, we're underway again here. So it was Tatlock who looked like he took a knock for Thatto Heath. In comes St Patrick's then. Big effort from the forwards. There's Harrison, I think, as they go across this left side. Oh, nice, found a bit of a gap here as Spence going through, but in the end...
run from Tyler Spence.
Well, he's close. Glover whips it out to the right-hand side. Quick hands, long, expansive game. Hyam here, steps back, looks in field. What's happened there then? Well, referee.
Hand over.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Tackle.
It is. He was in there quickly, wasn't he, as well, to make sure there was no argy-bargy?
Yeah, and again, it was Joe Hyam there who were running at the line, looking to create something. Nearly got over. There'd be no fighting with Joe Hyam. He could knock skin off a rice pudding.
This will be taped in their house. They'll be coming round looking for you, would he? So again, it's Thatto Heath. They've got the possession on that side, and looking for the kick from Kenny. An early kick pushes Spence back.
Both teams seem to have been employing that early kick, don't they, in some of the sets. Boom! There he is, the one to watch, Matty Norton, coming like a steam train then.
He did, and
took his head off.
Mike Scrivens. The thing is, they just shrug their shoulders and get on with it, don't they, in the main?
Yeah, good sportsmanship, you know. He could have gone down and tried to play for the penalty there, but he didn't. Great sportsmanship.
Again, another big run. Bristow. Glover at dummy half. Little kick.
Nice little kick from Glover.
Bounces awkwardly. Oh, now's a chance. Knock on.
Been fortunate there, Thatto Heath.
Well, they have again. I tell you what, you know, they say the bounce of the ball favours those who make their own luck, but the luck here has been a little bit with Thatto on this bouncing ball from time to time.
Could have quite easily, you know, they could have quite easily got a foot to that Wigan St Pat's. It could have been a different outcome, but Thatto Heath have got the ball. A little bit one out now, haven't they?
Well, what have we got? We've got still got around about 30 minutes of this game remaining, and these two sides desperate for wins. Thatto Heath want to get themselves back in a top 6 challenging position. Wigan St Patrick's, as we mentioned already, want to get themselves out that relegation zone, which is something too awful for them to contemplate. You see the second team pitch in the background. Lovely setting, lovely club, all alongside of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal here.
You can hear the sidelines, the coaching staff from the thatto heath shouting to the middles, get up at the field, get up the field. You can see that they're tiring a little bit.
Well, an unforced error, and that'll be really disappointing.
Yeah, it will be, especially if a try comes from this. They're going to have to defend really well here, St. Pat's, but they've done it for the game. You know, I'm sure that they'll put a big effort in again here.
Well, they're a big club, St. Pat's. They've got over 300 members, and they run teams from 4 years old all the way up to the open age. They have women's section as well. But they did play the Royal Marines a little bit earlier on today, their second team. It's all part of a Royal Marine Day, which they've done for 7 years. This is a nice end for them to the day. Tatlock tries to take it in on that left side. Big left centre.
Set a new record as well, didn't they, last week? Chris Whiteley, 51, oldest player to ever play for St. Pat's. Put a shirt on.
He put a shirt on. Unfortunately, he ended up with a broken wrist, didn't he, in the end of that?
He did, yeah.
He's also the oldest rugby league player to go in A&E in Wigan Infirmary. So there you go, that's another record for him. There it goes, taken in this time.
Here he is, the one to watch. Matty Norton, has he got over?
He's worked hard, hasn't he? You've got to say that.
He has. Richard Owen really rates him.
Oh, a little step from Jones, and Jones is in. And that was also easy at the end of it. And Meninga is getting the finger pointed at him by Spence, but it's a try, and that try was as easy as it could be for Jack Jones, and it opens up a gap. St. Pat's 4, thatto heath 14.
Yeah, it's come from the error there from Wigan St. Pat's. They just couldn't quite defend the line, and Jack Jones there just took it to the line, showed it, and a nice little dink over.
Well, let's go. Let's take this opportunity then to take a commercial break.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect. So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian, could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigold.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you leverage to it.
Let's talk breakdown cover. Now, there's some stuff you should know. Unlike the AA, Green Flag won't charge extra if you need specialist lifting equipment out of here, there, or this. Yep, they're extras. At Green Flag, we've put an end to all that. With our smart network, you get award-winning breakdown cover that covers you when you break down. We'll even half your AA or RAC renewal quote. Green Flag, common sense to the rescue.
Hey, Leo, how about Meerkat movies tonight? Hello, Leo? Leo? What did Bruce say?
Painting his nails.
Denzel?
Salsa dancing.
Brad?
Ironing his socks.
Why everybody in Hollywood so busy? Of course, George. I'm pulling your tail, Sergey. Let's go.
Yes.
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets with Meerkat Movies. Only for customers of comparethemarket.com.
What did you choose to teach?
Morning, ladies. How are we doing this morning?
Je me réveille.
Fantastic.
You may begin now.
Rishik is just going to have to be really brave.
Oui. No, almost.
There's a sneaky little multiply sign in there.
I know that you can do it.
Excellent, Rishik. That's why I chose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search Apply to Teach.
There we go. Just in time for the kick. Jones with the successful conversion. And now it's looking like it's a bit of a tough ask for St Patrick's, because it's Wigan St Patrick's 4, thatto Heath 16. Jones with that second conversion of his. But the try here, nice little step.
Yeah, just a nice simple try, just a little show and go from Jack Jones, and dinked over the try line there.
Seeing it from another angle here.
I said previously, you know, they're making it hard for themselves, taking the wrong option. No, just simple stuff. Take it to the line, show and go, and dive over. They're looking for the fancy kicks, the players out the back. I just think keep it simple for thatto Heath and they'll run away with the game. But credit to St Pat's, they've defended really well.
And when you look at these two teams, obviously big rivals because of Wigan and St Helens rivalry in rugby league at Super League level, and not just at Super League level, well over 100 years between the two teams. thatto Heath side in the lead, in the red with the black flashings. Champions of the Kingston Press National Conference League last season, and at this moment in time looking for 2 points that could just push them up into that top 6. The kick downfield, it's up to St Pat's. They need to get themselves out the bottom 3. And as much as there's a bit of a gap between the two sides, you've got to say that on the pitch there's not that much difference between the two.
No, certainly not. There's not much difference between the two teams. You know, there's plenty of time for Wigan St Pat's to come back into this game, and you know they've had momentum for quite long periods of the match. So you know, if they could get a quick try in within the next 5 minutes, they're certainly back in it.
Well, off they would come again, looking to drive it forward with Andy Hyam this time. He's got the ball available, he just can't get it out. Quickly picked up, off goes Phil Glover, stepping his way forward, looking to get past the tackle of Mike Stark. Out to this left side again they go. A little bit of room with Joe Pryor. Now what they can do. Oh, nice ball
nice
at the end.
Nice ball from Daniel Riding.
And Strivens is the scorer. What a touchdown.
Outstanding. Daniel Riding there. That was Jamie Lyon style of play, that.
Well, we're going to head for a short break here, but what a score. St Patrick's 8, thatto Heath 16.
Morning. Morning. You alright? I've got yours right here. That's it. There you go, love.
Lovely, thanks very much.
Good luck. See you later.
Excuse me.
Sorry, love. I'm all out.
We need nearly 700 new donors every day just to keep the country going. Bleed for the things that matter to us all.
David and Goliath, a prequel.
Guess what you did last night? You insulted Goliath.
The giant.
David, you can't call people giants.
David!
Josiah, hand me my spear.
Maceo broke it.
How about a sling?
Energy beats everything.
Whatever your story, this is a great place to start. Premier Inn.
Malcolm got a smart meter, so every year he could save enough energy to power his mobility scooter for 1,112 miles. Save your energy for the open road. Get a smart meter.
Follow the rabbit to unforgettable live music nationwide with priority tickets. So, are you coming?
In a way, it's all a matter of time. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you.
Lloyd's Bank, by your side.
FIA World Rallycross Championship, live on Free Sports. Live and free on Free Sports.
It's hard to make it to the top.
I never thought I'd make it to the big time.
The dream starts here.
From Oldham St Anne's to Wembley, it's been an amazing journey.
I've gone on to play Super League, but my dream started here.
At 10 years old, I pulled on the famous Bradford Dudley shirt.
Warrington Wolves and England half-back.
England captain and proud Wigan warrior. I'll always be Wigan St Pat's.
I'm Rochdale Mayfield till I die.
This is my family, Castlot Lane.
We are in Trowbridge.
We all started somewhere.
Well, here we are, we've got the kick at goal to come. It's Harry Warburton who's the goal kicker. So whether he can grab the 2 points and close this gap back to 6, but it was a nice early response. We'll have a look at that try in just a moment. But here we'll see if this goal kick. Now that's the touch line that we can see just underneath his boot, and it's about a size 9 off that touch line. And he's going to see if he can swing that ball around. He's a right-footed kicker, so maybe he can do it and get that one in. Here we go, looking to push that forward. In comes the strike. It's high enough. Has he got the angle? He's not. It's wide of the mark. So it's an 8-point margin, but St Pat's a quick response. Very, very quick response, and just what they needed.
Yeah, this was the little fumble there at the play of the ball, but this was an outstanding ball here from Daniel Ryder. He's got that ball out and just put his winger in there. That was an outstanding effort. It was Mike Scrivens who scored that try for Wigan St Pat's, number 14 on the wing. Just watch this. As I said before, it was like a Jamie Lyon type pass or a Kurt Gidler. Outstanding.
Well, it was, wasn't it? A lovely pass that. We're just about ready to get underway again, and what we've been playing. We've got about 25 minutes remaining. Maybe we've got another twist or so in this particular tale. Ball bounces all over the place. In the end, it's St Patrick's who pick it up and try to take it forward. Well, again, St Patrick's plenty of running. You just wonder in this when we get to the last 20 minutes, whether the heat, the effort, suddenly there might be 1 or 2 gaps appear.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can hear from the sidelines the thatto heath coaches are screaming frantically at the middles to keep moving. So they are tiring, and now we're seeing little breaks.
Well, this Andy Hyam who's come off the bench, he seems to put a bit of impetus to it. And there's Mike Scrivens.
Yeah, he's quite handy, that Andy Hyam.
Andy's Andy. Glover there with the kick. Seems to have got underneath it a bit. And Lee takes it, and in comes the tackle on him.
Again, that's a good finish from Wigan St Pat's. Don't give a penalty away here and defend this set. Wonder if thatto will go early with the kick, as they have done on quite a few sets.
Well, they've got to try and bring it away, haven't they? Jones turns it back inside to Norton.
Big, strong lad again. Fights hard in the tackle, doesn't he?
He does. And he gets the penalty.
You know, and that's what you get, Trevor. When you run hard and you fight to play the ball, you've a good chance of winning a penalty.
I mean, obviously, we've been looking at, well, you look at this one again. What do you see in here, Paul?
Well, they're just trying to slow him down here. Obviously, they've not put him to floor, and it gives him an advantage to play the ball quick. They're just trying to keep hold of the ball, and no arguments there. It was certainly a penalty.
No, there's not. They just got on with it, didn't they? And expected they'd done something else. Here they go. It's Lewis Foster's back on the field. Sean Kenny's gone off, and Foster, you might think, well, I'm glad to see the back of Kenny, but Foster, after his performance early on.
And if there is fatigue in the match from St Pat's, Foster will find it. He's very good around that ruck area. Can spot a gap, can Lewis Foster.
Off they scoot again. Lester, the man who's taking it in. We're about 15 metres out. That's the St Pat's post on the left-hand side of this picture. Off they go again. Foster, short ball. Oh, takes the return. He's a chance here. Gets it wide and angle run. Norton, the man.
Held up again.
That's twice he's been held up.
Fantastic from Wigan St Pat's. That's about the 4th or 5th time in this game that they've held the Thatto Heath defenders up. Shows great commitment.
Well, looks like a bit of an injury there to Tyler Spence. But again, he fell awkwardly. But you know, this is good stuff here, right underneath the sticks.
Yeah, he got up Tyler Spence and looked hard and finished the job off. And great from Kieran Harrison there to get under the ball.
Well, they're on the attack again here. Looking to flick it out. Jack Jones out on this right side. Oh, they had to come back inside as Lee. And as he comes back inside, everybody's chasing him.
I tell you what, St Pat's defence has been really impressive today. The way that they're moving in these conditions, working really hard from the inside on that defence.
Well, it's the handover. You've talked about it. I mean, the handover. They're working exceptionally hard, aren't they, St Pat's?
Yeah.
Out the Thatto side, though, who would be man of the match candidates on the Thatto Heath side?
Well, I think Norton has run really well for them. I think Norton has probably been the strongest player so far. There's not really been anyone outstanding, has there, for Thatto Heath? They've all just done the job.
Well, that's Meninga who's got possession there. As soon as he gets the ball, they're all around him as if it was Mal Meninga.
If they were Mal Meninga, they won't be around him.
Did you ever play against him, Woody, or was he way before your time?
Oh, I'm not that old. They were before my time.
The kick downfield from Glover to St Pat's. Well, we've got 20 minutes remaining. We're in the last quarter of this game. On Rugby AM live sport, of course.
I played against the English version of Mal Meninga, Keith Senior. Big strong centre.
Keith Senior, of course, Sheffield and Leeds, wasn't he, this time?
Outstanding centre.
Well, at the moment, there's an injury in back time. Well, what we got here is another player with a knock, Brad Story.
Looks like he's got a bit of an head knock.
He does, really.
Physio doesn't. She seems a bit reluctant to send him back in the line, but he's said he's okay.
Well, he shouldn't be, really, should he? Here we've got some Thatto Heath committee men. In the sunshine, they'll be enjoying it so far. 16-8 ahead with the clock ticking down. And players like Lewis Foster, always a threat. Trying to find his way through.
Phil Glover there was after Lewis Foster, his opposite number. Solid tackle from Phil Glover.
Well, Nathan Ashurst, it looks like, ready to come on this one.
Oh, good tackle. Outstanding tackle there from Anthony Hutton.
Well, they put it out to that left side, and again we get the kick. Well, pressure's on. Oh, well taken.
Well taken.
Well, at the moment, these two sides together, so it's going to be St. Pat's who need the next score, I'd suggest, Paul. Woody. I think using your Sunday name. Out this left side they go again. A little step, maybe just looking to get themselves on with Danny riding, but again that ball gone loose, and as so often with St. Pat's, just not holding on to it when they need it.
Yeah, they're chancing their arm a little bit, aren't they? Probably a bit of a ball under pressure though. It was takeable, but they're just chancing their arm. I don't think they need to yet. It's still a bit of time left on the clock. But it puts thatto Heath in a good position here. See Lewis Foster here barking orders, telling them to get to the sticks. Gone down this short side. He loves that dummy, does Lewis Foster.
He does.
More dummies than Mother Kerr.
Well, Mick Morgan will be sending you a bill for using that one. Mick Morgan, by the way, over in Spain at the moment, enjoying his time there, I'm sure. At this moment here, though, it's thatto Heath who close. Dwyer on that left side. Have to play the ball. He's about half a metre short. Real pressure here. Here comes again Ashurst, Nathan Ashurst, as opposed to Brad Ashurst, the number 21. Again, over the top from Frodsham. The gap's there, and that's probably it. That is probably it. Nice little try from Niall Allen on that left-hand side. And that opens up a gap that might be just a bit too big. St. Patrick's 8, thatto Heath 20.
Yeah, great vision there from the thatto Heath player. I thought he spotted that really well, you know, that the winger, there was space in front of him. I think he threw it over about 3 players here.
It's Frodsham,
straight over, and he put Niall Allen straight into the corner. Again, went in untouched, but fantastic vision, fantastic.
Well, glorious afternoon at Clarrington Park. Good game of rugby league between these two sides. Wigan St. Patrick's 8, thatto Heath 20. A game that should have been the very first one that we showed on Rugby AM Live Rugby League, but unfortunately everywhere was covered in snow that day. This game got postponed, pushed back to this date on May 5th. And what we have had is a glorious sunny day, as opposed to what we would have had it been the opening day, when we'd have been frozen to death.
Totally different conditions here.
Well, the kick from the touchline and wide of the mark from Jones. So 20 points to 8. That's 2 converted tries. We've got about 15 minutes left.
I don't think it's beyond St. Pat's to get 2 converted tries. I just think that they need to, probably do need to chance around a little bit here. There's still 15 minutes left for them to play, but I'd like to see them to throw the ball a little bit wider once they get to some points on the field.
The scoreline then at the moment, Wigan St. Patrick's 8, thatto Heath 20. The kick from Jones wide of the mark, so Allen's try. So it's been 4 tries and 2 goals to thatto Heath, and just the on the tries from St. Patrick's, we've had 2 tries from them, so no conversions. But we're about to restart here, and we've got about 14 minutes plus a bit of injury time. I noticed that Oderindi's not been on in the second half, and he obviously got those couple of knocks in the first period, and that's going to take something off St. Pat's. But the way that thatto Heath have played with the likes of Lewis Foster and Sean Kenny, operated from dummy half, Frodsham and Jack Jones, they've looked a more complete unit.
Yeah. I've just said that there's not really been any standout players for me from the thatto Heath, but I think round that hooking position, you see how easy they're getting up round the field. I think Lewis Foster's probably been the better of the 2 hookers, and you can just see him here. He's got a nice pass from dummy half, steps out lovely, creates space, and look at that.
Well, I thought he stopped him, but in the end he keeps going, but he's in. Andy Lee is in, and it's going to start getting a few too many points for St. Pat's here. Thatto really starting to turn the screw, and it's Wigan St. Pat's 8, thatto Heath 24.
Yeah, outstanding. I credit that try to Lewis Foster there. I thought he was really good getting out round the ruck, created some space, stepped out nicely, gave a nice crisp pass, and just created some space there. It was a good line by Andy Lee, and a nice finish from the loose forward.
Well, it was, wasn't it? And, you just feel now on a hot day like this, 13 minutes, this game might suddenly be a blowout. Oh, he's ruled it out. Well, what's he ruled that one out for? Forward pass, I suppose, in the end. Well, that's a let-off. That is a let-off, because it's still St Pat's 8, thatto Heath 20. So, still there. So the scoreline on the top corner, Wigan 8, thatto Heath 20 is the scoreline, or maybe it might not be in a minute. They're finding a bit of a gap on this right side.
The fullback there, Corey Lee, again, short goal. I thought he'd have scored himself.
So off they go to that far side, and again Foster turns it back. They're looking for more, aren't they, from Ashurst here? As much as that try was disallowed, we think, for a forward pass from Andy Lee, his big moment, it's certainly all pressure from Thatto. Prendergast slips it out, bounced to the ground. Can they do something with this? Now, instead of it, forward pass.
Forward pass.
And just the opportunity. They'll have to go back to first knock-on, won't they, there, I think?
I think they will do. I think they will. I'm not.
Oh, no.
I'm not. I was just going to say there, though, Trevor. I'm not sure there was a knock-on.
Well, there you are. Would
There's your kid again, Trevor.
His cellmate. Soulmate. There we go. Let's have a look at this later. There's the pass. Forward.
Forward pass, yeah. It was a lovely line too. There was plenty of space for Andy Lee to get through there.
Well, the referee, it must have been a touch judge given that, because the referee was busy following the play.
Yeah. It must have been the touch judge there. We missed it on the screen.
Well, nicely inside again. Tatlock, big tackle. Somebody injured in back play though. Takes his time getting up again. Another tackle.
Still looking for a try.
They almost look like they're happier defending Pats at times than with the possession.
Yeah, they do. They look like they're enjoying defending more than they enjoy attacking.
Oh, it's got to be a score here. In at the corner. Aaron Dancer gets his second score. And Thatto on the way now, I'm pretty sure, to victor. It's thatto Heath leading by 24 points to 8. We've got about 10 minutes left, and that try, a nice, well-worked, easy touchdown.
Yeah, again, easy touchdown. They look very dangerous when they get the ball out wide. Every time the winger's gone over, he's gone over untouched. And Andy Dancer there just boogied over for a try.
Well, ain't pretty easy. And again, there we go. There's the female touch judge, Tara Jones, on that far side. Obviously not seeing anything wrong with it, and she shouldn't have done either.
You can see St Pat's there working hard in defence, but you know, just too much to do. And a nice simple try for thatto Heath.
Well, I don't think it'll detract from the day for most of the spectators. Had a great day here with junior games, the Royal Marines playing the Wigan St Patrick's second team, and of course here this Premier Division game in the National Conference League. And Jones with the kick. Oh, hits the upright. So Jack Jones not having the best of the day with the boot, really.
No, he's not. A bit poor, but he's had some difficult kicks. They've been on the touch line. He's had some good efforts. Just not managed to get them over. That's a nice try. Good finish from the winger. Nice and low, diving for the corner.
Well, we've got the restart. We've got about 9 minutes left. Probably a bit of injury time. And the game here between these two sides, pretty much, I suppose, with St Pat's struggling as they have been to get wins, just 1 in 7 prior to this, and they've lost the last 2. Thatto, though, they're standing getting together, and I think this will be the 4th win on the bounce.
Yeah, and they'll be aiming up to, you know, to get back up there in the table. We saw earlier that they've had some really close results, thatto Heath, and I think, you know, they get a couple of wins now, they'll be up there. They'll finish in the top 3, I think.
And the only other Premier Division game played today, it was the leaders, Hunslet Parkside, still unbeaten after 8 outings, and they beat Normanton Knights by 14 points to 12. That probably was a good feisty affair between the two.
Yeah, a bit of a local derby there. 2 Yorkshire teams going head to head. Paul McShane's team, again, is doing a fantastic job at Hunslet.
And we'll be up at Hunslet Parkside in a couple of weeks' time for the game. They'll take on Bankton Warriors. At the moment, next week, we'll be at Siddle, Halifax. Siddle take on Underbank from near Holmfirth. Last of the summer wine country.
There's a lot of space there again on I just think they're making it difficult, thatto Heath. There's plenty of space on St Pat's left-hand side there. Thatto Heath's right-hand side seem to just want to take it straight up the ruck.
Well, I think they're struggling a little bit there when you look at Tyler Spence, the fullback, limping along, and you know that's the thatto Heath bench, and they'll be pretty pleased on a hot day like this. 24-8, they're ahead, and what more could they ask for? They come to big rivals Wigan St Patrick's and go away with the victory.
Yeah, they'll be massively pleased with it. You know, Richard Owen certainly coming to his former club and getting that victory. But I don't think the scoreline, I know they've scored 24 points for thatto Heath, but defensively, Wigan St Pat's have worked really, really hard. I think the scoreline doesn't reflect that.
Meninga, the man who's just been tackled, number 12. Pat's with Harrison, he's got through a prodigious amount of work for the home side as well. But I suppose when you're looking for a man of the match and there's a victory, you're always looking for the man who actually does the most in many ways to get that victory in many aspects.
Yeah, I think, you know, Lewis Foster for me has been really good when he's been on.
We'll give you another few minutes just in case something changes drastically, but a kick from Hyam puts that one deep down, and in the end it's taken well by Lester, Sean Lester. Again, the shadows starting to lengthen a little bit, but still a very, very warm evening here at this Wigan St Patrick's Clarrington Park ground. George Williams from Wigan Warriors, should I say, ex-Wigan St Pat's. He was here a little bit earlier on the programme, and no doubt enjoying what he's been seeing. There's one or two others around the ground as well. But possession is with Thatto. Andy Lee out to Jones. Jones the kick to the right-hand side, taken in the end by Scrivens, who does well under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, good set there from thatto Heath. Here's Meninga, big strong run. They're just pinning them down that half now. I can't see St Pat's going full length for the field. Very one-out rugby in patches. And there looks like a knock on there, and that'll be unfortunate. Does he give a penalty?
Yes, I think he has. And I think they're a bit lucky to get that, really.
Yeah, I thought he just lost that ball in contact.
Well, here we go. Well, they're all thatto Heath fans there, I think, enjoying what they're seeing in the main. And the 10 metres being taken down this left side, but with the clock ticking down even, St Patrick's don't look like they believe they can win it here. They're not showing a lot of urgency. Ingalls,
no,
Harrison.
There's too many one-out carries here. There's no one pushing through the line. Just makes it really hard to get on the front foot, and people just get bashed. And there's a great example of that. We're just waiting for him now, thatto Heath.
Well, out to that right side again. Taylor slipping the ball. What a great tackle from thatto Heath. Absolute cracker that was from Dwyer. Well, he's left his feeling there. Now, it's about time for you to put you on the spot here with your man of the match. Give us a few close run before you give us the one who's won it.
Well, we've seen some good runs from Matty Norton. He's played well. I thought Sean Lester's had a good stint. He gave that nice ball out wide. I think we're going to go for man of the match. I think for his time on the field, I think the two hookers, Sean Kenny and Lewis Foster, but I'm going to have to go with Lewis Foster for man of the match.
So the man of the match is from thatto Heath, selected by Paul Wood, ex-Warrington. Lewis Foster, the number 9 for thatto Heath. Had a big game, and the spells he's been on, him and Sean Kenny. Been a good all-round team performance from thatto Heath. Been some individual displays and some good defence from St Patrick's. Joey Hyam certainly has been outstanding for the home side, but it's the number 9 from thatto Heath, Lewis Foster, who is the man who's been named as the man of the match. He's right in the middle of the scrum, so we'll have to have a look at him when we get a bit of broken play. But
there's not much to look at with Lewis.
But he's the player of the match. The ball fed into the base of the scrum, and out it comes across to that left side as Tatlock tries to take it in. And we'll manage to. Here he is going up towards the dummy half position. It's Lewis Foster there at dummy half. Whoops, it kicks out from his own man, cops it round his ankle, but
that seems to be Sean Kenny there round that ruck area. I think Lewis Foster could have
gone off already.
I think he's gone off Lewis Foster. I think they've made a change. Sean Kenny's back on. Not a bad change, is it?
So do you want to change your choice?
No, we'll keep it with Lewis Foster.
Right, well, it looks like number 9, Lewis Foster's probably back in the bench, but here at the moment it's being taken in by Ashurst, Nathan Ashurst.
It looks like he's built on last week, because Richard Owen was saying he was really good last week, and I think he's done well. There we go. Brad Ashurst.
Out they go, a little kick stabbed in by Dwyer. Taken in the end by Warburton, but he's tackled in goal. It's going to be a drop out from underneath the post.
Outstanding set from thatto Heath. We're just building some pressure now. They're on the front foot, aren't they?
So
I love big players who can offload. Brad Ashurst there just popping the ball out. I think he could have done that quite a number of times during this game, but Thatto just didn't seem to be on his heels ready to collect it. There was at that time, and he managed to get a bit out of it. Great kick.
Well, it's a long kick, long, deep downfield.
He's here now, the big man.
Takes it in.
Takes some stopping.
Well, here we go. Oh, big drive taken in by Ashurst. Lost it though. It's come loose.
Oh, nice ball from Phil Glover. Got a chance there. Boom.
What a tackle from Thatto.
That was a great shot.
My goodness.
That's the tackle of the NCL. I think that's the biggest hit we've seen so far.
In all our matches.
Watch this.
Slips it out. Glover, little pass. Spence then goes to the right side.
Thank you. Well, that lad likes hospital food because he might be in Wigan Infirmary tonight.
No, he's up on his feet.
Is he
He's not like you, would he? He's up.
He's harder than me then.
Yeah, straight back on his feet.
Oh, he's a tough lad.
He does.
He must be from Lawrence.
You mean he formerly played with the Rose Bridge and signed, do you think? Well, again, you know, big crowd here. And ball fed in for St. Pat's. Looking to bring it away. They're looking for some consolation here because we're going into injury time, add-on time. Man of the match is the number 9 for Thatto Heath, Lewis Foster. And we'll be looking at the tries, but St. Pat's, they've only got a couple for them. Joey Hyam got one, Mike Scribbins got another, but it's all really belonged today to Thatto Heath. Corey Lee getting the first try, and then Aaron Dancer getting a second, and a 10-4 interval lead. And then the second half, well, it was a try from Jones and Allen, and then Dancer on his second. So 5 tries in the end. Jack Jones, the try scorer. He's got a couple of goals as well, Jack Jones, the number 6, the standoff with Thatto Heath. Harrison's moved it inside here. That little step from Joe Pryor trying to take the ball forward.
I feel sorry for Joe Hyam in a way because he's worked really hard and he's put his body on the line. He's been all over the field. He is all unlucky.
Well, the kick over, and we've mentioned before that the kicks have not gone the way of St. Pat's, but Frodsham, the man on the break here. I think Thatto playing some good rugby when they get the chance.
They do. I think they're lacking a bit of confidence with some of the results that they've got, but they're showing what they can do towards the back end of this second half. I think he'll be pleased with it, Richard Owen.
Well, Kenny will play it. Maybe they're looking to finish with a flourish here. Nathan Ashurst just left on side of the post. Well, that's it. It's all over. And Wigan St. Patrick's beaten at home. Thatto Heath the victors. 4th straight win for them. But what a win. We'll be back with a look at the tries a little bit later on. But Thatto Heath, well, good victory for them.
Yeah, it's certainly a good victory after some of the results they've had. I think they'll be really pleased with the convincing win that they've had. They've got some points on the board. They look like they grew with confidence as the game went on. I'm sure they'll take this through to the rest of the season. They just seemed like they was lacking confidence early in the game. But yeah, certainly a great win. 24 points on the board. Wigan St. Pat's, you know what, John Ellis will be really pleased with the effort. But absolutely fantastic game and great effort from both teams.
7 tries to come, and St. Patrick's got 2 of them. Thatto Heath got 5 of them. The final score all belongs to the St. Helens side. It's Wigan St. Patrick's 8, Thatto Heath Crusaders 24.
Somebody like you. No.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect. So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian? Could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigold.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you the bridge to it.
In a way, it's all a matter of time. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you.
Lloyd's Bank, by your side.
Lunch? Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. I fancy the New York stack.
What's that?
2 beef burgers. Bacon, chunky coleslaw, pickles, cheese. All in a soft sesame seed bagel.
Slam dunk.
Great Taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the classic New York stack. Available until Tuesday.
Let's talk breakdown cover. Now there's some stuff you should know. Unlike the AA, Green Flag won't charge extra if you need specialist lifting equipment out of here, there, or this. Yep, they're extras. At Green Flag, we've put an end to all that. With our smart network, you get award-winning breakdown cover that covers you when you break down. We'll even half your AA or RAC renewal quote. Green Flag, common sense to the rescue.
Hey, Leo, how about Meerkat movies tonight? Hello, Leo? Leo? What did Bruce say?
Painting his nails.
Denzel?
Salsa dancing.
Brad?
Ironing his socks.
Oh, why everybody in Hollywood so busy? Of course, George. I'm pulling your tail, Sergey. Let's go.
Yes.
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets with Meerkat Movies. Only for customers of comparethemarket.com.
Why did you choose to teach?
Salut. Bonjour.
What makes fireworks different colours?
Right, we're going to increase the pressure.
Be bold, show courage, have a go.
Je m'habille. What does it mean?
So what do we think? You were right the first time.
Super. Shrink. And that's why I chose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search Apply to Teach.
Inside launch. Limbombe! Oh, yeah! Chance to equalise, and Orlando Sarr takes it. Went beyond Akramafi. Oh, what a goal! What a fantastic goal to equalise! The Belgian Pro League playoffs on Free Sport.
And Aaron Murphy, Paul 80, we're high above the ice here on Free Sports. We are awaiting what will be the start of something historical. Pitter-patter! Let's get at her, folks. We're underway for the final time in Budapest. Here's Gurgu Noigi. Noigi with some time and space down the left side. Noigi goes back to the point, swings it out to Sauer. Sauer in deep for Noigi. Noigi being watched there by the long stick of Earhart. Sauer with the shot. Good stop by Bounds, and it's tapped in! Bodo scores! Power play goal, Hungary!
Well, they just got the puck to the net. Rebound goal, the puck comes out and Bodo bangs it in the back of the net. They had some players screening in front, making it tough on Bounds to control the shot.
Good shift by the Erde line. Farmer gets it out, but coming right back in is Jonas Harris. Sheebuk, and what what a stop by Bounds! Bounds with a game saver there. Shibuk with the pass, and a magnificent shot from Erde. Look at the little pass by Shibuk. Erde with his head up, and remember that save, folks. Here's Earhart. Earhart trying to keep Shibuk to the outside. Brendan Brooks. Brooks trying to kick it along the wall. Earhart release the puck there, and Jonas Harry in front, it's in the net! It goes off of Erde! It bounced off the chest of Erde and ended up in behind Bounds. It's 2-0 Hungary.
A bit of a fluky goal, but when you go hard to the net, these things happen. I think you're right. I think it went off Erde's chest into the net. We'll have a look at the replay, but there was some good quick puck movement from the Hungarians down low around the red line.
To Earhart. Earhart up the gut to Richardson. Quick pass for Brooks. Brooks wants to skate into the middle of the ice. Gives him an option, gets it through, and I don't think Voy saw that. Here's Richardson. Richardson to Hammond to Dowd. Dowd had the good screen on the Brooks shot, and now Dowd scores! Bang, bang, boom! Dowd with the release. GB back in this one.
Well, I was saying if Dowd keeps getting those shots, eventually he's going to put it in the back of the net. Turned quickly, fired it quick, didn't give Voy much time to set up. And that's how you beat a big goalie like that. Shoot it quick, get it to the net quick.
1.5% in the face-off dot. Shots on goal, 35-27 in Great Britain. They need a couple more, or maybe just one. Maybe just one clear shot. They've got to be careful here. They've got the empty net for the 6-on-5. Farmer across the ball. It's in! It's in! It's in! Farmer! Farmer! Farmer!
What an incredible goal from Farmer. Was able to keep the puck in. He fired it quick to the net, and it ended up squeaking through the legs of Voy with 15.8 seconds left in the game.
Calm down, Lakovic. They want the puck. They've got to keep everything to the outside now. Here's Gallo. Gallo and Bounds. Bounds with a big save. Bounds keeps it out. The puck is on the outside of the net with 7.7 seconds remaining. Ben Bounds looked like he got the cuff of the glove on that play. Well, they're not going to go gently into this Budapest night. Shibuk, one of the top players in the tournament, gets the shot on Bounds. Perlini versus Vosh. 2 seconds on the clock. Perlini ties up the stick. Jonas Harry with the shot. The buzzer's out! What's your favorite color, Great Britain? It's gold! Gold in Budapest! Great Britain are going to Slovakia for the World Championships. It'll be enough. 1 point is all they need. And here's the regulation hero with the tying goal, Farmer. Serpentines his way in. Farmer up over the blocker of Voy, and Farmer waves to the Barmy Army. That's one in the bank for GB in the shootout. O'Connor works his way in, swings out to the right. O'Connor scores! O'Connor, they figured out the blocker is the way to go. O'Connor waves to the Barmy Army as well, and GB have 2 in the shootout. There's Jonas Harry. Harry with speed. Harry to the hash mark. Harry goes to the backhand, and Bounds with a lovely stop. That's it. They'll finish on a high note, and why not? Ben Bounds shuts the door. Harry needed to score, and Bounds on the Superman stance gets across. The streets of Budapest will be GB gold tonight. What an accomplishment. There it is, folks. The champions of Budapest, Division 1A World Championships.
For more roaring engines, close finishes, and all the drama that comes with the ultimate level of stock car racing, subscribe to Premier Sports and experience the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series.
All piled up in turn 3. What the heck happened?
It's down to the wall!
Holy cow, baby!
You have a bad weapon!
Got chills up my spine. That was amazing.
Call now or visit premiersports.com.
Live images from the Arena do Grêmio. Grêmio Football Porto Alegrense, 5-time champion da Copa do Brasil.
In 1989, BE Sporti, 94 Sierra, 97 Flamengo, 2001 Corinthians, 2006 Atlético Mineiro in the final of the competition. Other 3 times runner-up, 91, 93 and 95. 5-time semi-finalists, Grêmio Football Porto Alegrense. The tricolor Gaúcho champions of the world in 1983, defeating Hamburg from Germany. 3 times Copa do Libertadores champions, 83, 95 and 2017. Twice Recopa Sudamericana champions, current champions. Grêmio Football Porto Alegrense defeating Independiente from Argentina. Twice Brazilian champions, 81, 96, 37 current. Rio Grande do Sul State champions, Grêmio Football Porto Alegrense. In the current Campeonato Brasileiro, Grêmio is in 5th with 7 points. Last weekend thrashed Santos 5-1. Next Saturday we'll have Grêmio receiving the rivals Internacional. While Goiás Esporte Clube currently playing the 2nd division of the National League. Runner-up of the Copa do Brasil in 1990 when they lost to Flamengo. 3 times semi-finalist in the last edition. They lost to Fluminense in the 4th stage. Twice runner-up of the 2nd division in 1990 and 2012. 28 times current Goiás State champions. Best position in the 1st division, 3rd in 2000.